Welcome. In this series of videos, we will explore the frequently asked spiritual questions found in Section 7 of our Spiritual Nutrition. These questions invite us to look beyond what we have been taught and reflect on what is rooted in human belief and what is aligned with divine truth. In Part 2, we will be exploring questions about the guides. Let's begin. Question 1. What is my inner voice and how can I hear it? Our so-called inner voice is the wisdom of the universal intelligence given to us by our guide. By learning to meditate in a new way, you can begin communicating consciously with your guide. Question 2. What is my guide's name? How many guides are working with me? When in a centered state, ask your guide her or his name. Although the guides are not male or female, they do tend to respond to us in ways that seem either feminine or masculine. If you hear more than one name, there is more than one guide with you. In that case, ask for the name of your personal companion/teaching guide. At least one guide accompanies us on our life's voyage, in and out of human form, and other guides travel with us for as long as necessary. In truth, the number of guides working with us does not make us any better or worse than any other human. Question 3. Why don't our guides keep us from coming to harm? Sometimes they do, and sometimes they do not. It all depends on what is required for our soul's learning. The guides abide by the guidance of the universal intelligence and its spiritual laws. Only they know what lessons are required for us during a particular lifetime. Although some experiences harm the physical body, the soul gains wisdom from the experience, even if not until the soul is at home. Unfortunately, it is often through the more painful and difficult experiences that we learn the more difficult spiritual lessons. Whether or not we come to harm also depends upon whether we pay attention to our thoughts. Very often we are warned to do or not do something. In our thoughts, of course, for the guides communicate with us telepathically, or to go or not go somewhere. It is our choice whether to heed the warning. We may never know how many people met with harm who chose to ignore their guide's suggestion. But we are hearing of more and more people who do pay attention, who live to tell the tale. Question 4. Is mental telepathy between people possible? No. Telepathic communication is a reality, but only between a soul in physical form and the universal intelligence via our guide. Of course, our guides can play along with our beliefs and desires and let us think we are reading someone's mind. We may sometimes guess what someone is thinking, or we may have a premonition that a loved one is having some sort of extraordinary experience, but it is our guide letting us know, not our loved one. At this point in human evolution, we hardly even hear our own thoughts, never mind someone else's. So long as we judge, criticize and condemn and try to control one another, mental telepathy will not be possible.